my friends. Well, I set this up with my camera the long way, but it looks like I'm gonna have to do it this way. And that is gonna be just fine. Welcome, sweeties. Okay, so unfortunately, because I am not super savvy with all of the technology, Amarjot has set up donations to be given to the Seva project. If you can afford to give a little right now, it'll go towards paying the teachers. Amarjot is very committed to keeping us all employed, and we're also very blessed by that. But if you can't, then you can't, and I'm glad that we're here for you. So we look forward to a wonderful online experience. We got one more minute before I'm going to start the class. Because we can't play music, I always suggest that you maybe have in the background your own music. And we always suggest if you're going to practice with music, then the music should, hopefully the musicians will be connected to source, and it comes through in the music, and then it will really affect your practice in a positive, it'll really enhance the practice. But it's not necessary because, there's music in the sound of your breath. So whether you have music playing in the background or not, it doesn't matter. The effects of the techniques and the technology will always be the same. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope you can see me when I demonstrate some of the postures, and if not, it's not a big deal. We'll get through this together. Sometimes you just need somebody doing the timekeeping. And so for you today, I am your timekeeper and your explainer of things. So when you're ready, welcome. Again, my name is Kim. My spiritual name is Dalmiter Preet Kaur, and so that's how you'll see me on the website. This is Kundalini Yoga and meditation. And for those of you who are joining, you probably already are familiar with the practice of Kundalini Yoga. But if there's anybody by chance who has never done this before, relax. And don't let the white garb and the turban throw you. We're not a cult. This is a choice that I make when I teach and when I practice, and it feels good to me. And so for you, I want you to experience the same thing. I want you to have an experience of feeling good. And there's something to take from all that's going on in our world right now. For a guru, G-U-R-U, a guru is anything, anyone, any writings, and certainly any circumstance that can lead us from darkness into light. And for sure, this pandemic is a guru. We are learning from Prakriti, Mother Nature. She is not going to take it anymore. And I think that there's something, and we have a choice. We can stay very rigid in what we believe and what we want, and we can continue to try to manipulate situations to go the way we think they should. We can do that. And I'm telling you, I don't know that that's going to be a very comfortable ride. So there's power in flow, and there's great power in moving your perspective, your consciousness from the outside to the inside. Because right now, there's a possibility for a great deal of fear. We listen to the news, and the body, the vessel, the finite part of us, this thing that will die, that has a lifespan, it's in fear. And when it's in fear, we're going to grip down, and we're going to pull in our toilet paper, and we're going to be afraid to make eye contact with anybody in public, even if we're just out with our masks on, trying to get our things done. There's fear. And from that place of fear, we're very constricted. And from that constricted place, our lens, when we look out at the world, is very constricted. And when that's the case, then the problem, the pandemic, the issues, whatever it is that's going on in your life, seem big. And so what we do is we use the techniques and the technologies of yoga to pull our awareness up out of what we call the lower triangle, the triangle that's really concerned about the preservation of the finite, right? And we take the tension and the pressure out of that, and we lift it up into the heart center. And so we go from a perspective of me to a perspective of we. And when we do that, we open up our heart, and we open up a capacity to love that, believe it or not, is infinite. Right? When we put a label on it, this life right now, we make it small. But when we recognize that, let's see what we can learn from this experience, then our heart opens, our energy rises, and our lens, now that we're looking out of the world, becomes much bigger. And we can see more perspectives, we can practice more empathy, more compassion, more love. And that has got to be the answer. I mean, procreation of the species comes more often than not from two people loving each other and desiring to merge. So that has to be the underlying essence of all of us. So let's see today if we can tap in a bit to our capacity to love. And let's just use the body as a vessel to clear away the things that are stiff and stuck. And then maybe our gaze will be just a little wider when we come out of it. Sound good? So for those of you new to the practice, I'll do the best I can to kind of, show you things as we're going. But don't get too caught up in the little things. If you have an experience today that feels good, then you're going to be interested. And then when we open the doors again, come on in and we'll be doing it all together. You'll learn more as you go. You'll learn more as you need it, okay? So the first thing we like to do, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's what the Bible says. So sound underlies everything. So what we're going to do today, before we get started, is we tune the psyche, the body, the vessel. We tune it in with Prakriti, with the divine, with whatever it is that's animating all of this. Okay, we do that by vibrating. So we're going to vibrate Om, O-N-G, Om, Namo. Om represents whatever it is that keeps the digestion going when I go to sleep. Whatever it is that allows me to continue breathing without me thinking about it. We say to that Namo, which can mean I bow or I give reverence, but it can also mean I am choosing to be a vessel of that. Om Namo. Then the second part is Guru Dev Namo. And I just said Guru means Gu is darkness, Ru is light, anything that takes us from darkness to light. And your Guru Dev is that internal teacher, that intuition that's within all of us, that sometimes we don't lean on, but maybe more and more we are. And so the Guru Dev Namo is also bowing to the essence of the divine within all of us. And this, when we vibrate like this, it links us in to like a golden chain of all the teachers before, past, present, now, all the students, past, present, now, right here in the future, right here, it links us in. So let's see if we can do that. So if your hands are a little cold, rub them together, get them a little warm. Now, even though I said God, it doesn't mean this is a religion. Everyone has their own connection to whatever it is that animates it all. And it doesn't matter what you call it. Okay? It just matters that we recognize it. And the world right now is forcing us to recognize that we are all connected. All right, here we go. So bring your hands in prayer pose, press into the hands, and pull the thumbs back into the sternum. Now again, this is not a religious here, this is technology. When I press left and right together, positive, negative, left and right side of the brain, I create a place of neutrality. And so we're pressing in, dropping the shoulders down. You're gonna sit nice and tall in the spine, letting the shoulders drop, close the eyes. And with your eyes closed, gently direct your gaze up to the space between the eyebrows and then just a little bit higher than that. We call it the third eye, the ajna, the command center. And you just gaze gently into that space. And now relaxing, keeping the spine tall, the chin pulled back a little so the neck is long. Activate some of the muscles in the root of your pelvis here. We call it the root lock, just gently. Don't grip it so tight you can't hold it. Just a gentle little energy in the lower portion of the organism. And now just take a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Just let the breath start to get very deep here. Every time you inhale, let your belly kind of drop forward. See if you can really expand the rib cage, filling all the way up to the collarbone. And then when you exhale through the nose, let the breath move out through the nostrils, but at the end of the breath, keep pulling the navel back to really squeeze all the air out. Do that a few times. Listen to your breath. Now inhale very fully. And now gently hold the breath here at the top without choking. Just squeeze the muscles in the root. Make sure you're looking right up through the third eye space. Hold the breath in. Just be empty. And now exhale through the nose. At the end of the exhale, push all the air out by squeezing the navel back. Now hold the air out and squeeze the muscles in the root of the pelvis. And again, look up through the third eye space. Just hold the breath out. And now inhale. One more time, squeeze the muscles in the root. Look up through the third eye space. Just be still. And then exhale. And again, hold the breath out. Squeeze all the air out. Squeeze the muscles in the root lock. Look up through the third eye space. Just hold steady. Breath held out. And now deeply inhale. And deeply exhale. Excuse me. Deeply inhale. And deeply exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Adugre Name, Jugadugre Name, Satagre Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Adagure Name, Jugadagure Name, Satagure Name, Sri Guru Deve Name. Adagure Jugada Gure Name, Sate Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root, look up through the third eye space and just be very still, empty. Just get out of the way. Exhale. Just relax for a moment and let the mantras vibrate through your body and your mind. So as we move through the class today, at the end of each posture, I'm going to tell you to inhale deeply, squeeze the muscles in the root, and look up through the third eye space. And honestly, it is the most important part of the exercise. As I'm teaching you the exercises, you'll be kind of fumbling around with it a little bit for a while, but then eventually you'll find a groove, and that's really what it is. Everything has rhythm, everything has groove. But at the end of it, we go into 0 point, and that's that inhale. And when you inhale, you don't grip and tighten up and brace. You inhale, hold it, and you just soften, and you let the energy just move in the system. All right? So we'll come onto the hands and knees. I find this to be just the very best way to start getting the energy flowing, getting the connection to yourself, your rhythm, your breath. Okay, so on your hands and knees, tabletop position, you're going to inhale, lift your chin up, and then exhale, tuck the chin, round up the back, and keep that going. Inhale, chin up, exhale, chin down, inhale, chin up, exhale, chin down, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, once you have this, close your eyes down, bring your gaze up into that third eye space, and really move the breath. It's a short breath, but it's powerful. You go any pace that you need. If you need to go slower, you go slower. If you want to go faster, you can. Just don't aggravate. Don't inflame anything. And again, find a rhythm. And then once you have the breath and the movement and the dristi, now I want you to connect a mantra to the breath. So every time you hear your inhale for this whole class, you're going to inhale, you're going to imagine or vibrate mentally Sat. And every time you exhale, you're going to vibrate Nam. Continue. And Sat means truth. Nam means identity. So often we identify with the exterior, with the things outside of ourselves, with our idea of who we are, all of those things. But Sat Nam is reminding us that that essence within us, that light within us, deep within all of us, that permeates all living things, that thing is our true identity. And so mantra is like a sword, and it cuts through your own mental mantras, and you're changing the dialogue in your own head. And when you continually tell your brain, your psyche, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, that the truth of who you are is that loving essence within, you'll start to believe it. You've got about 30 more seconds here. See if you can make the breath deeper. All right, inhale, chin up. Now suspend the breath, squeeze the muscles in the root, look up through the third eye space, hold the breath in. Now exhale, tuck your chin, round up your back, squeeze all the air out. Hold the breath out, squeeze. Now gently sit back into child's pose with your palms out in front, in prayer, forehead to the earth. And just breathe. Just breathe. Watching, watching, watching. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Katie, Tina. Just breathe. Let everything relax here. See if you can let your breath, your body breathe for you. Listen to the sound of that. See if you can relax your face and your jaw and even your tongue. Your tongue is directly connected to the nervous system. And if you can soften the tongue, you can calm your own system, psyche down. It's just amazing. It's amazing. All right, take another nice deep breath here. Now slowly come up, make your way up onto your knee, onto your heels. We call it rock pose. Your hands are on your thighs, knees together, feet together, sits bones right on the heels. Hands on the thighs. You're going to spinal flex. So we want to pull the chin back so the back of the neck is long. This is the Jalandhar Bandh. This is the throat lock. And we want it nice and firm so that the back of the neck, the central channel, is in alignment and has no kinks in it, right? We're trying to move energy here. So we're going to inhale, lift your sternum up as if it was going to touch the chin. See how the head stays stable. And as you do this, your pelvis rolls forward and your sit bones press into the heel. And then as you exhale, let the pelvis roll back, let the chest kind of fall back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Same thing with this, you're going at any pace that you like. But it's all about the breath. The breath has got to move freely and fully and deeply. So it sounds like a sniff. And then as you roll back, your compression in the lower abdomen helps push the air out. So it's inhale, exhale. Once you have this now, gaze into the third eye space. And connect the mantra. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Just mentally vibrate the mantra. Let the sound of your breath chant the mantra. Gentle little root lock here to keep everything lifting. Keep the gaze into the third eye space. This is going to draw the drishti, where the focus goes, where the attention goes, the prana is going to flow. So we're trying to draw the prana up out of the lower triangle, up into the heart center, up into the third eye space, the command center, our intuitive space. Just find your rhythm. All right, big inhale right here. Suspend the breath, let the shoulders drop. Squeeze the muscles in the roots. Squeeze the spine, look up through the third eye space. Try to relax. And now exhale through the nose. And now just keep the eyes closed and just sit. Just be completely still. And experience what you're feeling. And see if you can quiet the thinking mind by just experiencing the moment. All right. Now come sitting in what we call easy pose, which is any cross-legged position. Now listen, if you didn't already, run into the living room and grab a pillow. You want to sit on the front edge of some kind of lifted, either blankets or pillow or a meditation cushion. For most of us, for almost all of us, no matter how flexible you are, but especially if you're very tight. Because if you're tight, you're going to sit and flat on the floor, and your spine's going to roll back because maybe you're tight in your hips, and it's going to drop your heart center, and it's just, nobody can live like this, right? So we sit on a cushion so that we can lift. So we want a nice, beautiful, vertical relationship of the spine with the earth. Just this nice, long line of energy. And then cross your legs any way that is comfortable. And if at any time during this class a leg falls asleep, just stretch that leg out and move it around. You don't have to stay glued to this position. Okay, so from here, let me push forward. So from here, the hands are on the shoulders with the thumbs in the front and the thumbs in the back and the fingers in the front. The upper arms are parallel to the floor. They're gonna wanna drop. See if you can keep them up, okay? So keep the low navel firm so that the spine is supported and protected. Okay, we're gonna inhale, and I think I'm opposite to you, but you're gonna inhale to your left. Should I do it? I'm gonna do it my way. So inhale to your left and exhale to the right, okay? So inhale left, exhale right. I'll try to do it with you. Now keep going, keep doing it. Don't overtax yourself. Don't yank your body around. Don't inflame any injuries. Move within your own range, and that could be a very tiny range. It's absolutely fine. What is the most important is that you're breathing deeply. It's a big inhale. It's fast. It sounds like a sniff. And then when you twist the other way, you can hear the exhale. It's not so much that you're straining or you're gritting your teeth, none of that. But we're really trying to move the breath. And you still have your mantra. Sat on your inhale, Nam on your exhale. Eyes are closed down, gaze into the third eye space, and just go. Chest up, chin back a little bit. All right, biggest inhale to the center. Pull the elbows back, open through the heart, look up through the third eye space, hold the breath, squeeze the root, be still, be still. Take another sniff of air here. And then exhale, hands on the knees, on the thighs. Close the eyes down, just let the breath flow. And then with your hands on your knees, your thighs, keep the chin back again and the chest lifted. Feel the root lock intact. Inhale, you're going to squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, really squeeze. And then exhale, let gravity drop them. So it's inhale up, exhale down. are closed down. You go any pace that you wish. Just squeeze, releasing the tension from the neck and shoulders. Keep up, keep going. The lymph is being flushed through the neck, the brain, the cerebrospinal fluid is bathing the brain. It's just a wonderful way to get tension out of the neck if you're sitting at the computer all day. But what it really does is it clears the subtle channels so prana can flow unrestricted. You're almost there. Keep going. Now inhale, squeeze up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the tension out, squeeze. And then exhale, relax. Let your head fall forward so your chin comes to your chest. Just let the weight of your head stretch the muscles along the back of the neck. Slowly begin to roll the right ear over to the right shoulder. Let the weight of the head do the movement for you. Keep the shoulders level. Let the head fall back and roll across the back. Slowly, gently, left ear towards the left shoulder. Slowly the chin rolls back down to the chest. And continue moving in that direction to your own degree. If you find some places that are a little sticky, you can stay in them and breathe. Now listen, relax your jaw, relax your tongue, let your lips fall open a little, let your teeth separate. Let the jaw be soft. And just find that beautiful rotation. So simple, yes, so sweet. Something we should do every day. So many of these beautiful exercises are things that you can do, just before you go to work in the morning. If you get up early enough, just run into your sacred space and jump down and do a couple of these sweet things before your day started. Next time your chin comes to your chest, start rolling in the opposite direction. I've seen people do this faster. I've seen people do it slow. And I've come to realize it don't matter what anybody else is doing. Just do what you need for your body. No one knows what you've been through but you. And so that Guru Dev, that intuition that we gave reverence to at the beginning of the class, it should be still guiding us right here. It should guide us every day, yes? We're creating a habit of being led by our intuition. The next time the chin comes to the chest, inhale, lift your head. And again, just suspend the breath for a moment. And relax. Nice. Okay, you lucky little devils, right? For those of you who've been in my classes, you already know stretch pose. You might lose me in the frame here, but I'm going to do the best I can to explain it to you. So you're going to start laying on your back. You're going to bring your feet together and make the legs strong. So legs straight and strong, toes pointed. And you're going to be on your back with your hands by your sides. Your toes are going to come up off the floor 6 inches. Your shoulders come up 6 inches. You're looking at the toes, and your low navel is powerful, strong, tight. Your low spine is pressed into the earth. Now, if this becomes a challenge for you to keep your low spine on the earth, you're going to put your hands underneath your buttocks, okay? So relax for a moment. This is a beautiful posture. We're going to do it for 1 full minute. If you are able to do breath of fire, so that means if you aren't on the heavy day of your moon cycle, and you aren't pregnant, okay? So those are the 2 contraindications for breath of fire. then if you're in that situation, then you would just breathe long, slow, and deep, and maybe just avoid this exercise for a moment, do something else. But if you can do it, you're going to do the stretch pose for one solid gosh darn minute with a breath of fire. And I am going to do it with you because I love you. And also it's just so awesome. So breath of fire is like this. If you stick your tongue out of your mouth and you pant like a dog, find a rhythm to your pant. You can go slow. You can go faster. Whatever suits you is fine. Now put your tongue back in your mouth and do it through your nose. Now initially, you're kind of just focusing on the exhale, 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 exhale. But I find that to be very one-sided, very unbalanced, and you fatigue quickly. So my suggestion is that you really, once you know it's through the nose, now you start to meditate. It's an equal inhale, exhale. So it probably is going to look and sound the same, but it's going to feel better. So it's going through my nose, in and out, with me really working inhale, exhale. So it looks like this. And at first, it is a beast of a pranayama. It really is. It's challenging. It pisses you off. It makes you grit your teeth. It makes you want to quit the posture. It just makes you angry. But it's wonderful. It's breath of fire. Please stay with it. It's the most, if there's something you need away, this is the posture. This is the breath of fire that you need. Okay, so come laying on your back. I forgot to put my gosh darn phone on. Do not disturb. Let me do that quickly. Come laying on your back. And take a nice big inhale. And a long, slow exhale. One more inhale. One more exhale. Now come into the posture. Activate strong. Inhale. And begin breath of fire right here. We're already 30 seconds through. Come on now, we can do this. I know some of you might have fallen out, but see if you can come back in. Don't give up. The navel center is the fire element. It's the mover, the shaker, the thing that'll get us through all this. Come on, we got 15 seconds, my friends. Now inhale right here. And squeeze, hold the breath in, squeeze the navel down, squeeze, 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 squeeze till it shakes. And now exhale, relax. On your back, completely relax. Let everything go. Completely relax. Now nice and easy, take a big deep inhale. And a long slow exhale. And now pull both knees into your chest. Pull the knees in nice and tight. Let the shoulders relax down. Pull the face up between the knees. Take a big inhale and begin breath of fire right here. Continue. This is so good for digestion. So good for the movement of vata out of the lower intestines, that nervous energy that we can sometimes store there. So really just let that breath pump, let it flow. You've got 15 more seconds right here. Just keep it going. Now inhale, pull up into the knees, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, relax on your back, completely relax. Let everything go. Let the breath just flow. Maybe there's a little bit of sweat on your upper lip. Maybe this got you a little warm. That is so good. All right, pull your knees into your chest and begin to rock back and forth. Just massage your spine. I like to inhale up, exhale back. No, I'm sorry, I like to inhale back, exhale up. Just massaging your spine. And then come up to sitting. Good, we have one more little exercise before we do our Kriya. I know, what? That's the warm-up. How fun is that? Okay, so sitting again in an easy cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall. This is what we call a 3-minute ordeal? I don't know. A 3-minute experience with Breath of Fire. So it's called Ego Eradicator, or, which I really love that name because it really does, it's a little bit of a ego crusher, but it's also called Aura Charge. So it's really expanding all of us, helping us all to expand. Remember what I said earlier about us sometimes being constricted? This is really gonna help us with expansion, okay? So the arms go up, and in Kundalini Yoga meditation, degrees, angles and triangles are a big deal. So what you do is, you know that this is like a 90-degree angle right through here, right? So we know that halfway up it would be about 45, and a little bit higher would be 60. You're gonna fold your fingers down onto the pads of your hands with your thumbs open wide. You're gonna pull the shoulder blades down the back and activate the root lock. You're gonna close your eyes down and look right between the eyebrows. You're gonna take a big inhale and a big exhale. And then inhale to begin. Breath of Fire, go. Continue, keep going. There's gonna be a moment where you're gonna wanna put your arms down. I wanna see if you can stay with it. Let's try to stay 5 more seconds if possible. Try to keep the breath flowing. See if you can relax the face, the eyes, and the jaw, even as you breathe very deeply here. Keep the elbows very straight. Watch and notice if your arms started to drop. Keep them up at your 60 degrees. Make sure the root of the pelvis is still active, and just continue. You're almost there. You don't have much longer here, so just kind of find your groove, find the rhythm of the breath that you're able to sustain, and continue. Less than a minute. Keep up. Now continue, you're almost there. Begin to visualize that your heart center is just a bright, white, luminous light that's radiating out in all directions from your being. And this light, this energy, this magnetism is love. It's love and compassion and connection that's expanding out in all directions infinitely. Just visualize that, and then visualize a bright light from thumb tip to thumb tip. And the more you breathe, the more you concentrate, the brighter the shield of light is above your head. Here we go, last few moments, guys. Now inhale, arms above the head, you're gonna press the thumb tips together, open the fingers wide. Now reach up through the fingers as you pull the shoulders down. Now squeeze the muscles in the root. Take another sip of air. Hold the breath in, hold it. Now hold this posture, exhale. Do it again, inhale. Squeeze the muscles in the root. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Hold the posture. Exhale. Last time right here, inhale. Now squeeze the roots, squeeze the spine, reach up, try to touch the ceiling, look out through the crown of your head. Hold it. And now exhale, let your hands come down through the aura. And rest with your hands in your lap. Close the eyes, just breathe. Just breathe. My teacher the other day said, feel what you're feeling right here. And if you feel nothing, feel nothing. All right, let's get started. So come sitting with your right leg, right foot into your inner left thigh. The legs are straight and strong. I was going to bring a strap. Listen, in a perfect world, someone who's very, very bendy, you're going to be able to keep your spine tall, reach over the leg, grab the big toe, right, with your thumbs pressing into the toe, and keep the neck long and close the eyes down, and you'll be able to hold the pose this way. But that's not for all of us. So take a towel or a strap if you need to and put it on the side of the foot so that you can keep your heart center lifted for this exercise, okay? So find whichever, just make sure the leg's strong, the root's intact, the spine is tall, the chin's pulled back, the gaze is in the third eye space. Take a big inhale and begin breath of fire. Now inhale right here. Suspend the breath, keep the spine long, gaze into the third eye space, hold the breath in, and then exhale, just fold over the leg to your own degree. Come up, shake the legs out, and switch sides. Other foot into the inner thigh. Again, nice, tall, straight spine, leaning forward over the leg. The leg is strong. The root lock's intact, the spine is tall, the heart is lifted, the chin is pulled back. If you can get the toe, you get the toe. If you need a towel or a strap to hold the foot to keep yourself elevated, that's what you do, okay? So let's all take a nice inhale here. Big exhale. And begin breath of fire. inhale, suspend the breath, just stretch out long, and exhale, fold. Beautiful. Come lying on your back for buttocks kicking exercise. So you're laying on your back here, and you begin to strike your butt with your heels. And every time your heels strike the buttocks or lower, the upper legs, you're going to exhale. So it turns into a breath of fire. Almost there, about 20 seconds left. Inhale. And relax. Lay completely on your back. Just relax. Let your body just melt into the floor for a moment. This Kriya is Navi Kriya for Prana Apana. It's one of my favorites. So all this stuff we're doing in the beginning of the Kriya, right here, these exercises are bringing the energy up. And then the second portion of the Kriya is all about opening the heart center. I think something that is quite lovely, and we'll have a great experience with it. Okay, on your back still. Now, you're going to pull your knees into your chest. Now listen, this is called like a pistoning action. So you're going to inhale, extend left leg out. Exhale as the right leg goes out. So it's inhale, exhale. And it's not a bicycle. See how my legs, that's a bicycle. It's like a piston, like you're trying to kick the wall behind you. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep the navel firm, the low spine is on the floor, the root lock is strong, the low navel below the belly button is pulled down and supporting, and the breath is pumping as the legs pump. Keep up, keep up. Do the best you can. Almost there, guys. About 20 more seconds. We got this. Inhale. Exhale, relax on your back. Just relax. Complete relaxation. Just let everything go. Let your face be soft. Let your eyes be soft. All right, we already did the challenging stretch pose. So this time we're going to do a very intense little thing, but it's only about 3 breaths long. So you're going to take the same position as stretch pose, and it's just going to be a little bit different, okay? So you're not here long, so really give it your all. We can do it, okay? So come on your back. You're already there. Take a big deep inhale and a long slow exhale. All right, so you're going to inhale, come into the posture, and hold the breath. Squeeze the navel down. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Now stay in the posture. Exhale. Inhale again. Squeeze it, hold it, and exhale it all out. Now hold the breath out. Squeeze, Squeeze, squeeze. Now inhale again and relax. Just completely relax. All right, when you're ready, pull your knees into your chest and start to rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And come up into, again, this comfortable, easy position. Let your knees fall open, let your spine be tall. All right, here's the heart center activation. So I want you to hold your arms out. So all the way back, no. Bring it in as if you're gonna hug, like the way we're all gonna hug each other when we finally can hug again. Put your hands out like that, like you're just gonna give a big hug. Drop your shoulders down and make sure your hands are your fingers are like steel. They're real strong. And just reach through the arms and open through the heart and close your eyes and just inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Now take a big inhale here. Make your hands into fists. Hold the breath in and act as if there's 100-pound weights on your hands and you're trying so much to pull them into the chest. And when your hands touch your chest through the mouth, or do that 3 more times. Inhale. Make the hands into fists, holding the breath in like 1,000 pounds of pressure. Pull it in till you shake. You should shake. And when you touch the chest, again, inhale. Make the hands into fists. Pull it in. Pull it. Pull it. Last time, inhale. Hands in fists. Pull it in. Pull it till you shake. Till you shake. Open the arms again like the hug. Close the eyes down. And just for a minute, breathe. Long, slow, and deep. Just visualize your heart opening, fear falling away. Love and compassion just flowing from your heart center, covering all beings, all those who are suffering. Let your love wash over them. Long, slow, deep breathing. Gazing into the third eye space. Very, very slowly start to bring the hands in, bend the elbows. So the hands come to about 12 inches right in front of the face. Eyes slightly, just a sliver opens up as you gaze into the space. And again, deeply breathe. You can feel the magnetic pull between the hands, maybe moving them in and out slightly. Feel the energy, the electromagnetic field. Let the breath flow. slowly press the hands together in prayer. Notch the thumbs into the sternum, eyes closed down. Deeply breathe. Send out your prayer right here for your loved ones, for all of humanity, that we might be healed, not only physically, but spiritually, that we never lose this connection with everything again. Very gently, whatever position you're in or whatever position you need to get into to accomplish this, both hands go down onto the floor, forehead goes to the floor. If your buttocks needs to come up off the floor to accommodate that position, that's what you do. Forehead, third eye meets with the electromagnetic field of the earth. Just breathe. This is a position of receptivity. This is a position that lowers the head and raises the heart. It gives us the ability to navigate from the heart space, less from the thinking mind. And slowly come up. Sit in a comfortable, easy pose. This meditation is just a lovely meditation. So there's visualization, mudra, asana, breath, all of that is a part of the meditation. So the mudra is you make your fingers into a triangle, index and thumb into the most perfect triangle that you can. And the other fingers are just pulled down as if in fists. And you put that heart, that diamond, that triangle right at the space of your heart. As if your heart is going to glow through that space and move. And that's what you're visualizing. You're visualizing that if you were out of your body looking down, you would see this goddess or this god sitting there in this perfect asana, and the center of it just a white beam of light just moving out. And this light is not just a pretty light. This is the energy of love, of light, of compassion, of life that's radiating through us, of compassion and love for each other. And it's just going to radiate from the heart. And the visualization goes even deeper because you're going to inhale deeply. And when you inhale, you're going to visualize you're pulling all of the sadness and all of the sorrow and all of the darkness in the world into your heart. And when it meets the light of that heart, it just dissipates. It's gone. So your inhale is you drawing the sorrow in, and your exhale is the love light moving out. Okay, so the mudra, the eyes are closed down. Again, we're gazing into the third eye space. Take a big, deep inhale here. Long, deep breath throughout the whole meditation. And exhale. Exhaling light. Inhaling sorrow. Exhaling joy. Continue. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root. Exhale. Place your hands behind the neck, interlace the fingers through an O-shaped mouth, breath of fire. Go. Last 15. Inhale through the lips. Squeeze the roots, squeeze the spine, hold it. Hold the posture, exhale. Inhale again. Squeeze the roots, squeeze the spine, look up, look up. Hold the posture, exhale. Last time, inhale. Squeeze the roots, squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Take your hands like little cats. scratching, just close your eyes. Deeply breathe. Satnam. Okay, come lying on your back for your final Shavasana. So I did our meditation before the layout. And I'm not sure how the gong transmits through your device, but let's see. So relax on your back, put an eye cover on your eyes, cover yourself with a blanket, and completely disengage. Deep inhale, a long, slow exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and do some circles with the wrists and the ankles. Reach your arms above your head and give yourself a really good stretch. And then briskly, while you're on your back, rub your hands and feet together. And then cat stretch. So supine twist with one knee into the body as you twist over. Cat stretch each side. My apologies. The one thing that Amarjot asks is that we finish on time, but you know me. Eventually pull your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll. I'll have this fine-tuned by next week, don't worry. Come into a comfortable seated position, hands in prayer. How open are we to the changes in our world right now, you know? How resilient are we to having to adapt to all of this? And within all of the adversity, how blessed are we to have each other, to have this practice, to have our loved ones, to have this world. And maybe we can move forward with a little more gratitude, because this is our Guru right now. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Take a big inhale for one long Satnam. Satnam, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.